Hey everyone, this is the Dungeon Master for the Crumpets and Kerosene podcast. I wanted to do a short message before we start our next episode. This episode coming up is going to be a Thanksgiving special, which the players are not playing their normal characters. It's going to be a little treat, should be fun. And at the beginning of the episode, there's going to be a story cast that kind of gets you warmed up a little bit. This also leads into the crew going into the next zone. Soon, they'll be entering the Kaltenbrunn zone, and it's very much of a D&D world, unlike the Exodus world, where it was more of a entry level into the game. This next zone is in a giant valley surrounded by mountains. This zone is also broken down into 5 major forest regions, 3 mountain ranges, 2 massive rivers, and is sprinkled with streams. This zone is primarily made of humans, beasts, elves, dwarves, and monsters. Unlike the previous zone, modern technology does not exist. So as the gang makes their way around this unique zone, their modern technology might help them to a certain point, but now they're going to have to rely on good old D&D old-fashioned skills as they traverse through towns, cities, castles, and villages. We'll just have to see what happens.
Welcome, adventurers. You're entering the Gobbler farm. Stay safe and stay alive. Happy Thanksgiving.
The sun is shining this fine November day. Everyone on the farm is ready for the big feast. Everything has been crazy since November 1st. The cows are grazing, the chickens are laying about the coop, and the turkeys are running all around. The turkeys are preening and fluffing their feathers, trying to look their best for their big day when 2 lucky turkeys will get a royal pardon.
Today's the worst day in our history, you know that? Look at those fools down there. Charlie and Woody, getting ready to show off like they've already won, walking around, walking the walk, talking the talk.
Hey, Woody. Yeah, we got this, right?
Charlie. Oh, you old soul. We got this in the bag. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And then look at those 2 over there, Harry and Jerry. They're on the fence doing squats. Ridiculous.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on. Come on, Harry. We got this. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Jerry, I don't know if this is gonna work, but damn do we look good.
Hey, it's not that bad. We've been here 5 years. This could be our year.
Yeah, it could be, I guess. But do you think that could really happen? Could it be us?
Our story starts 398 years ago. On this very farm, the year was 1621, when King Rudolph and King Raga were fighting over the land. Abraham, the creator, decided to bring both kings together for one day. This land was not just full of natural resources. The animals had their own villages, and everyone got along. People did not hunt the animals unless they were feral. The leader of the animal region was Lord Royal Palm Washington. Both Grace and Giblets look out the window of the farmhouse as everyone is doing their daily stuff.
Hey, do you think St. Washington would approve of this whole pardon thing?
I don't think so, Grace. I don't think he would approve of anything that happens on this day.
Right? Oh man, this whole region changed after the Great Feast.
Yep. Everything is different now.
On November 25th, 1621, Abraham and Washington went to Gobbler's farm to set up for the Great Feast. After getting the tour, Abraham left the farm and Washington stayed behind to oversee the festivities. All the animals were so happy to see Lord Washington. Each night, Washington told stories to everyone about the lands. The farmer did not like this, and on the evening of November 25th, he had dinner with Washington. Not much is known of what happened that evening. Grace walks around the room as Giblets looks out the window in deep thought.
Hey, who do you think they're going to pick this year? Do you think this could be our year, right? Maybe? For us?
You mean, are we going to be let free or go to the block?
The block?
Oh yeah, this is only your 5th year here. Yeah, the farmer might be taking us to market this year.
Wait, what do you mean, the market?
Both kings and 25 of their top leaders sat across from each other at the feast table. The table is overflowing with food, except the space in front of both kings. The farmer walks over to the table holding a large tray with a cover. He bows and sets the tray in front of the king. "My lords, we have gathered here in the name of peace. I bring you up my peace offering." The farmer lifts the lid as Lord Washington lays plucked, stuffed, and cooked. Both kings, not being from this land, did not know who this was. They started to cut and carve Lord Washington. At the end, they both shook hands and declared this day a day of peace, and from this forth, Thanksgiving Day. Both Grace and Giblets heard footsteps approaching as the door swung open. The farmer stands, axe in hand.
Yay, we've been chosen! Oh, he's got an axe.
Well, I guess this is goodbye.
Ah, crap. Welcome to Crumpets and Kerosene, a 5th edition D&D podcast. This episode is going to be a lot different. We're going to play a little bit of a turkey game, a little one-shot for the group. We have a special guest joining us, Lee's husband, and we're going to go ahead and go around the table and go over names and characters. Take it away.
So I'm Austin Baldwin. I'm from Houston, Texas. I'm going to be playing Butterball, the bourbon red turkey,
Cool.
and Peach, the royal palm turkey.
Interesting.
I'm Lee. I'm living in Germany right now. I'm a usual member of the podcast, so you should probably know me. I'm going to be playing a slate turkey named Howard and a white turkey named Snow.
Howard. Howard's my grandfather. Hi, I'm Seth. I also am on the podcast on a regular basis. So I'm going to be playing Sparks, the bronze turkey. Pecked an outlet that one time, so his name's Sparks. And then Spite, the black turkey. I put a lot of thought into these, so that's why I'm more, boisterous. Spite eats poisonous leaves specifically so that if they eat him, they'll get sick.
Cool. Interesting. All right. Well, I normally play most of the NPCs, but this time I'm going to play a turkey that's going to join the group. His name's Gobbler, and he is a royal turkey, and there's not much more about him. So we're going to go ahead and get started. So you guys are going to you're starting off in the turkey coop. It is November 24th, and you guys were herded here at November 1st from the woods. All of you were free range or free, and you're captured and brought to the Gobbler farm, which is also known as the processing plant. That you guys recognize. And so right now you guys are in the coop and you're basically surrounded by a bunch of other turkeys in cages. The room is 100 meters long, 30 meters wide, 18 meters tall. There's 3 levels and there's about 100 coops per level. And there's 85 turkeys in here with you, and they're all like huddled inside their little coops. And you know that you have to try to get chosen to be pardoned from this horrible event. And so you have to get to the main house. So how would you guys like
So how many turkeys are like in the coop with us? Or is it like separate for each turkey?
Each turkey has its own little coop. It fits you perfectly.
Its own little cage?
Yeah.
Is this a 2-door coop or a 4-door coop?
It is a 1-door coop that you have to back into because that's how you fit inside. It's that tight for you guys. And each
So it's a Porsche.
Yeah, basically.
A lot of junk in the trunk, I see.
Yeah, basically. Yeah, so all morning you've heard machinery going off, and you're hearing like turkey screams, and there's other animals around. There's cows and sheep and all kinds of stuff. You've heard of this place from your friends and family, and you guys were about a mile, 2 miles away from the actual farm itself. The farm has a lot of history, but you guys don't, your parents never explained like the true, purpose and meaning of this farm. But you need to get out or get pardoned.
Seems like that'd be a pretty important part of the story to keep us away from it. You'll die if you go there.
Are there other animals inside of the barn that were in with us, or are they like outside the barn?
They're outside. Are you gonna turn around? You're gonna walk out of your little coop, turn around, and go face first so you can look out the window? You guys
There's
were
a
all
window?
Yeah, you guys are all facing towards everybody, but if you turn around and go inside your coop, there's a little window you can look out of.
I don't know how I would know that. I haven't turned around yet.
Yeah, so Sparks would like to make a perception check to see what he can see.
All right. He squiggles in there, and go ahead and roll your perception.
Turkeys get advantage on perception, by the way. I don't know. If
Yep. Mm-hmm. It's weird because their heads
18.
are like this big.
I know, right? 18 plus 4. Yeah, if anybody wants to know, turkeys apparently are very wise. 18 plus 4, so 22.
All right, you stick your head out there and you like look around. You see sheep and cows and chickens like grazing out in the area, and you see like there's a huge line of cows being herded into some barn across the way. And you look over and they're like about 6 huts down, and you're at one level up basically. And you look over and there's a turkey. He's got his head out and he's like looking around, and a hand comes from the ground level, and you see a guy on the ladder, and he goes,
I got it!
And he pulls the turkey head down, and it screams in horror as he like starts shaking it, and he lets go. It's just dangling in the window. And as you look around, you see the ladder coming over to where you're at. What would you like to do?
I'm freaking out. They're going to kill us all. They're obviously going to kill us all. Sparks is a little tweaky. So can I see the latch, or like, am I still in my cage, or I get out of my cage?
No, well, I mean, it's up to you. I mean, your head's still hanging outside of the window to be grabbed, but you can back out, and then he won't try to reach for you. But
yeah, fuck that. So Sparks like hauls back and turns around and just yells, "Run! You're all gonna die!"
So I'm gonna be like looking around me. Am I in between two other like cages, or is there like a corner spot?
You're like in the middle. You guys are all kind of like in the same general area. You guys come from the same village.
How many more down until it's like the end of the row for me on my right?
About 15.
15. And what's on the end of that row? Is it like a wall?
It's
like a wooden wall, or
yeah, it's a wall, and then there's like a stairwell going down, like a little plank.
Okay. Not planned.
Yeah, what'd you like
Peach
to do?
would like to break out of his coop.
Well, I mean, you could just back up, but are you just gonna shake violently, or what are you doing?
I'd like to attack the door of the coop.
Okay. Roll to strike the door. As you're going to do this, a turkey steps out and just starts screaming, and they rolled a 2 as a reaction for everybody. And now the whole coop is in an uproar, and everybody's just panicking, running around, bumping into each other. There's turkeys falling off the thing, and they go, "Ah, geez!"
How are they falling off if we're in cages? I don't understand the concept of this.
They're open cages.
It's open cage, but there's platforms, so it's an open bay. It just has coops that you guys can go in, and so you step out onto a platform. You walk down the platform, and at the end of both sides, there's a little ladder that brings you down to the first floor.
Oh, okay.
See?
I thought we were locked.
You said like we're in a cage just barely big enough for myself.
Well, no,
I thought was
you're able to walk around. It's just you're able like you backed in to look at everybody, but if you back out and go face in, you can look out the tiny window you have. It's not built for comfort. This is built for efficiency.
It's a coop. It's built for speed.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Speed. So we're all from the same village, you said, so we all know each other.
Yeah. I mean, Yeah, sure.
Okay, good. So Peach is going to make his way down to the front door.
Okay.
And once he gets on the first floor, he'd like to make a perception check. So I'm just going to roll that.
Are you gonna roll the attack for your other character that's viciously attacking the door? It's coop door.
Well, no. So I thought we were locked in cages. There's no door for him to attack. He just yeah.
I mean, there's a door if you like look around the corner, but yeah. All right. So you guys, your turkeys head down the stairs.
Now my turkey has rolled a. Oh, I have advantage on perception. Thank you. Great. I love advantage. So with the +4, that's a 9.
Okay. You just see a shit ton of turkeys run around screaming in horror with their little feathers up. And you see some of them, like, they're panicking. So, like, their back feathers are shooting out and sucking back in and shooting back out. It's like, and they're holding bags over their mouths and they're hyperventilating.
Where did they get bags?
How are they
Turkey
holding
bags,
it?
turkey bags.
Do we have hands? How is he holding the bag?
No, you got turkey feathers. You can still, like, you have fingers.
Haven't you ever seen an
They're like toucan Sam.
Yeah, they're really
Toucan.
strong. You can use them. You got tiny fingers.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, well, I guess I'm going to spend the rest of my turn, or Peach is going to spend the rest of his turn marveling at his fingers.
Okay, so Howard's going to back out of the coop and look out the window. I want to see how far up we are.
You guys are on the second floor. As you look out, you see a turkey, just its head dangling down, and you see this guy stepping down from his ladder, and he like looks over and he goes,
Oh, look, another one!
and he puts the ladder like near where you're at, and he starts climbing to you.
Can I fit through this window?
No, your head fits perfect.
Weird. I'm gonna pull my head back in, and Snow's gonna go downstairs. Howard's gonna stay up here for now.
Sounds legit. Okay. One goes down, the other one stays up, and as you turn around, you see like this little head. Like you can see his eye basically, and some of around his like nose, and he's like, "Oh man, there's so many of them."
Can I attack it?
Yeah, you can peck him. It's just
No, peck him.
All right, go ahead and roll your strike.
Well, actually, that weapon's called beak. So you're gonna beak the man.
I'm gonna beak him.
Beak man.
Him.
All right.
Beak him then. Beaker.
I'm real good. Oh well.
You're at advantage because there's nothing you can do. As long as you don't roll a 4 or below, you're good.
Okay, so I hit him. That's a 16 total.
Okay.
And
1d6. 1d6 plus 3.
I can't believe it's 1d6. It's ridiculous.
I know you got a sharp beak.
not much. I mean, that's 5. That's 5 damage.
Okay. Yeah, you poke him right in the eye, and your beak goes in a little bit, and he's like, ah! And he like falls off the ladder, and he's grabbing. Well, you can't see, but like he fell back, and he's holding his face, and there's a lot of blood on your beak and eye pus.
The first blood is spilled, and it is not turkey blood.
Well, I guess it's technically ocular fluid that spilled.
There's blood in your eyes.
Well, yeah. As you say that, as you look at everybody raises their things and together gobble as one unison creature.
This is a battle gobble.
I can't help but be a bard.
All right. Spite is kind of seeing all this happen. Spite actually kind of almost wants to get caught because he's been working so long, poisoning his blood.
He doesn't feel good.
He's pretty he's not looking great either. So he's gonna go out down to the first floor and start looking around for an exit. He's probably gonna be like a sacrificial. Run right at somebody.
There's so when you get to the bottom floor, like in most barns, I don't know if you guys have ever been into like a mass producing chicken coop, but when you get to the bottom floor, it's hay and stuff. But there's 2 farm doors, one on each side. The other one on the other side has like bars blocking it, and obviously you can't get through. But the main door, you can open.
You just don't let chickens run around like that.
I think Peach would like to open the main door.
Okay, go ahead and roll a strength check.
Oh, is it heavy?
Yeah, it's a giant farm door. Oh, I forgot you're pretty big.
Peach just kind of tries to move it a little bit and just gives up.
Well, you're large. You can do it.
Yeah, no, he just gives up. No,
Spike
he
think
literally
helps
just
you?
like reaches the handle and kind of shakes it. He's like, "Nah, we're dead.
As soon
We're
as
dead,
you
guys."
as you look around, another one runs over and he's like, he's a little bit bigger than you, and he like pushes up the thing and he's like, yes, and the bar falls down and the door opens and he turns around and he puts his arms up like in a victorious you know, display with his huge, you know, feathers in the back, and you see his head just
Tail feathers?
pop, and and it just falls straight down. And you hear, "Oh shit! The fence is open. I'm in the door."
So that was a gunshot that exploded his head.
Yeah, and everybody's
I tried to
scattering.
tell him.
They got guns?
Oh no.
Fuck now. Oh, can Sparks all right, so Sparks he's like, this chaos is going on everywhere. He realizes he kind of did that by yelling that we're all gonna die. And he wants to add to the chaos. He's gonna try and take a few things of straw and rub them together and see if he can, create a fire. To try and create like a
Ooh, burn the coop down.
Yeah, burn this fucker down.
The rest of you see one of your friends from the village just going to town on some straw, just trying to rubbing it together as fast as you can, as he's like, come on. Nothing's happening at all. And there's still panic. Now that the door is open, a large portion of them start herding out the door, as most animals and herds do such things. Everybody starts spilling out into the open. Are you guys going to follow?
Peach isn't one to go against the flow. He's just going to kind of walk everyone else.
I want to try and get amongst the herd so there's less likely to get hit. Noah's going to run out there.
Okay. So is everybody going out to the next main area?
Well, no, Butterball's actually still asleep in his little pen.
Oh.
But Peach is with everyone else. Yeah, he's going.
Okay.
In case you were wondering, a group of turkeys is called either a rafter or a flock. Kind of like that.
A raptor.
A giant raptor of turkeys are spewing out to the open. And as the majority of you leave, this next area is it's an open area. It's 200 meters, giant circular area. It's covered with dirt everywhere. There's 10 bales of hay. There's 2 troughs of water. There's 1 cow just kind of like, oh shit, moving around, and some sheep.
Okay.
Are there any humans that we can see?
So this is going to be a skill challenge. You guys see the next building you're running to. This open area funnels into the next building. Now, as you're doing this, there is a man standing outside, and he was trying to herd the cow in one direction, but once the giant flock of turkeys broke free, he immediately starts running towards everybody, or all the turkeys, trying to corral them. So for the skill challenge, you have to try to trip up the farmer by either having him trip like the bales of hay fall on him, fall in the trough, or something with the cow that distracts him. You have to try to get past him. You can attack him if you want, but he also then gets to attack you. And if you fail your skill challenge or your skill,
don't we get to decide what we do for our skills?
Right. So you pick your skill and how you try to get to the other side. If you fail the skill, then you have to fight the farmer regardless. So your skill is either to get to the other side, or your skill is to try to trip up the farmer for everybody else to get to the side, and then you still get to go to the other side.
All right. Well,
Okay.
who's going first?
Well,
I think you would be the
Should we
one that was
roll?
closest to the door.
Okay.
well, yeah.
So Peach, Peach is, he's pretty sure we're all dead. We're all gonna die anyway. There's no reason to really try here.
Quite the sadist, right?
So he's gonna tell the guy next to him, whoever, one of the rando turkeys that's near him, how we're all gonna die, and it's there's really no hope, and you might as well just walk up to the farmer and sacrifice yourself, and that's gonna be a diplomacy check.
Okay.
It's called persuasion in here.
That one, yeah.
Just -1.
As with most thing in Peach's life, this was unsuccessful.
Okay. He looks at
Six
you and
total.
He's like, no way, dude. And he, with the 19, grabs and throws you towards the farmer, engaged with the farmer. Okay, well, since Peach is taking the first step, you guys can either help Peach or leave Peach and go to the next door.
So Spite is gonna Spite was gonna do this anyways, but Spite is just gonna hover, use that 30 feet of fly, the little hover that he's got, and go straight for the farmer's face. He's hoping that he can spit in his mouth or something and try and get him sick. That's his whole thing. He wants to get everybody sick. So that's what Spite's doing. But Sparks is gonna try and make a persuasion check on the cow to go forth and free him. He runs to the cow and, free yourself, brother. We can take them all. And he's trying to incite a riot.
Okay, go ahead and roll to get him to help you.
So that would be a 16 minus 1, so 15.
And he turns and he looks down at you and he goes, okay, buddy. And he runs over to the farmer.
Spark jumps on his back when he does that.
Well, roll me a... Nah, I'll give it to you.
Right.
No, you good. You jump on his back and you plow into the farmer. And luckily, Peaches survives this horrific ordeal because the farmers now have been knocked over by the cow. And you guys all make it to the other door.
Well, Spite's spitting on the farmer as he goes past.
Okay. The cow killed the farmer. He trampled him. Horrific death. Stepped on him and then laid down on top of him. And that was it. That was it for that guy.
The cow laid down on top of him.
So Snow is going to be amongst the crowd that's going out, and Howard's still back in the barn actually. So he's going to
Butterball's there too.
Yeah, I was gonna say he's going to make sure everyone's out of the barn.
Oh yeah, everybody's out. I mean,
well,
except for
Butterball was asleep in his.
So he's going to go up and smack Butterball.
Okay.
Yeah. God, what the hell are you doing? God damn it.
We're getting out of here. Let's go.
God, jeez. All right.
Everyone's running.
Stop hitting me with these stupid feathered fingers. Jeez.
Your feathered fingers smell funny. What the hell?
You smell foul. Can I just say that?
God. I run away. I start running out the door.
Butterball's right on her tail.
As soon as you guys get to the opening of the door and look out, all the turkeys have jumped the fence and they're kind of spreading out. Except for your friends, they're all by the next door.
Well, I mean, I'm still at the farmer. I want to search his fucking pockets, man. First thing you do when somebody dies is check for a wallet.
Yeah, Peach hasn't actually moved from the farmer. You just can't believe that the farmer died and not him.
You find a set of keys. The set of keys. So you get 20 keys.
100.
And they're on a
Come on, Lee.
fairly large key ring. So you can put that around your neck or you don't have pockets. So you're going to have to attach that to something.
Make it an anklet.
It's actually too wide to fit on your ankle.
Fine.
Yeah, you got those chicken legs.
It'd be like the skip rope. What was that thing called? It was like in the 90s where you would put it on your ankle and it would...
Skip Bill's a card game. Skip Bill's a card game, isn't it?
Yeah.
Skip it.
Yeah, just ruin your ankles.
The most dangerous device. God, the worst.
Why was
toys
the plastic seam on the inside of the ring?
Yeah, it was basically a flail without a handle.
Right. Along with that ball with the little disc on it, and you have to try to level yourself. There's so many toys back then that if you weren't good at anything, you could die. Your life was always in danger daily.
You die from a short fall from the top of a small ball. I don't know if you're supposed to live, man.
Well, no, you can $1 million baby that and hit your neck on something, and then that's it.
Don't let your baby sit. I saw it. Anyway,
or bust your
Snow's up against the door. Howard's running over.
Yeah, so you guys get the farmer. You only found the 20 keys. You put the key ring around your neck, and you guys make it to the next door.
This wasn't the farmer with the gun?
No. This is just the farmer for that area.
Butterball's very interested in finding a gun.
I don't know how I'm going to use it, but I really just want to look at it.
With my fingers.
We have fingers, apparently.
You gave us fingers. You did this.
Well, that's not really fingers. It's like feathers that you can manipulate into fingers. Yeah, trigger fingers.
So why can't he just hold the keys?
Okay, well then you're gonna be at disadvantage for. Well, I guess you
Well,
could.
no, I have the Sparks has the keys around his neck, and
Oh, okay.
he's shaking his neck to make the keys jingle, and he's hollering at the cow, "Onward, brother, to revolution!"
The cow heads to the door and he's like, "Oh no!" And he turns and he goes to jump the fence. And as he goes
That's
to jump, as he goes to jump the fence, you see on the other side of the fence a shit ton of spikes, going both directions.
Quick persuasion.
Okay.
Don't jump the fence. Ram the door. It didn't work. It's a
Nope. He took the jump. He leaps. Are you gonna stay on him or are you gonna get off of him?
No, I'm definitely jumping off.
Okay. The cow lands on the spikes. It's horribly murdered. Dead. He's dead. He's mooing very loudly. And
He's gonna be so pissed.
yeah. And so everybody
That
else
cow was
is,
so bullheaded.
as you look around, you see that all the chickens that jumped over the side are actually entangled in wire and spikes. So you guys make it to the next door. Are you guys gonna go in?
Yep.
Yeah.
Butterball is probably sprinted ahead of everyone at this point. So he's at the door first, and
Okay.
prove me wrong.
So-
And he's gonna
I don't know.
start buffeting the door with his wings, his beak, his talons, whatever he's got, really.
All right, and on the door, across the top of the door, it says the washroom. As the door opens, steam comes bellowing out of the door. And as you push the doors open, you see that there's turkeys and cows and sheep and chickens all in cages. And they're going around this room. And the room is 100 meters long, 50 meters wide, 20 meters tall. And along the wall, you just see like a little purveying belt, and you see 4 in the middle, and you see that the animals are being, separated by type, and then basically getting washed through a giant dishwasher. So basically, all the animals are being washed through these giant dishwasher system, and in the middle of the room, you see this huge tank, and it's spiraling. And there's feathers and dirt and all kinds of stuff, and there's like huge blades inside, and there's like a little window that hangs down a little bit, and there's an operator sitting at the dishwasher thing, and he's pressing buttons as he turns and looks at you.
All of us.
Like what? Like there's like 6 of us just standing there looking at him like.
Yeah,
"What's up, bro?"
it's just you guys, just the badass group.
So Butterball's gonna go to the nearest cage. Now, are any of these at like ground level? Like, can I reach them easily?
Yeah, so as you open the door, there's a cage dangling on the side, and a turkey leans down at you and he goes, help us all. There's so many of you. If you free us, everything will be okay, but all the keys are with that guy over there. So you need to steal the keys, and let's see, how many are there? You guys have to free 3 birds each, and I'll give you this key. And he holds up this key, and he goes, this will let you into the other room. And he puts it back into his pocket, feather pouch thing. So
We
you're
all have pouches. Everyone, keep that.
Keep that in mind.
We're learning about our anatomy.
so
Sparks has keys. He's jingling his head like, I got fucking keys right here, dude.
he's like, right on. I don't know what they look like, but those could be some keys. But each of you have to get a certain amount of cages, and then I'll give you this key.
You want to give us some keys? Like there's 6 of us and 20 keys.
Yeah.
We could split them up.
Okay.
Yeah.
And that's about 6 keys each.
Wow.
Well, 2 of us will take 7, but
All right.
yeah, maybe we should make it 18 keys instead of 20.
No, you're just reducing the keys.
You might need more keys later on. You don't know. But you're told that the farmer in the middle of the room has a bunch of keys, and from what you can see, I'll give it to the group. You see that he's got like a huge belt of keys dangling.
Let's kill him.
So, oh my god.
Hey, Now wait, just hold on just a minute there. I got an idea. Hey Peach, you're gonna die anyway, right? You always tell me you're gonna die, right? All right, why don't you just use that little bit of life you got left? Go steal them keys from that there farmer.
Okay. And he goes over to approach the farmer. The farmer is just pressing buttons. And now he like saw you guys. He's like, all right. He gets back to work. And so for this challenge, you have to either free your amount of creatures or trip up the farmer. And so in this room, you have a stack of 30 cages vicariously like put together. So if you knocked it over and it fell on top of them, you have straps that are dangling from the ceiling that picked up cages and hold cages. And then there's 4 buckets of soapy water. So you can either engage the farmer to try to trip him up, but your main goal is to start releasing captured animals. You have to get a certain amount of each, but yeah. So you got keys. It's up to you what you want to do.
He's gonna roll a stealth check.
All right, you can go sneak. You have advantage. He's not paying attention to you.
So that's gonna be a 13 total.
Did you roll with advantage?
Yeah, I did. I'm telling you, these rolls are terrible. He said, yeah, okay, so that worked. So he's going to try to sneak over to the farmer, and now that he's a little bit closer, does he see anything new that he didn't notice from further away?
Just a shit ton of keys dangling on the side. He's got a hatchet on the other side of him that he's got one hand kind of like sitting on, and he's just like pressing a button and looking at his like the wash system.
Peach would like to tie his shoelaces together.
Okay. He's gonna roll perception because this takes some artistry.
Well, he already did that. Does that mean I get a new? I get a sleight of hand roll, right? Sleight of hand.
Well, you snuck up on him. That was that roll.
Successful.
That was the sneak. Now you're actually messing with him, which would be an
additional sleight of hand roll.
Yeah, and so he's just
against the perception. Yeah.
What'd
you get?
What she rolled an 18 plus 4, so he definitely sees your
what?
18 plus 4.
Well, now you say that, but I got a 10 plus 3. So
he looks down at you just as you're tying his shoelaces together, and as you're tying, you successfully tie his shoelaces. Unfortunately, when you look up to see, like to back up, he took his axe and one clean swoop, and everything goes dark for you.
Now, I've got an armor class of 13. Are you sure he hit me?
Yep.
That was useless.
Like most,
he said I successfully tied his shoelaces together. He was probably too focused on killing me to realize that I was doing it.
No, you completed your task, but he killed you. And like most turkeys, right when you chop their head off, your body goes spewing off in every direction that it possibly can. It's still moving. And so, yeah, everybody else is seeing your body just running across.
Well, he died as he lived, thinking he was going to die.
Behind you hear, what did I miss? Holy shit! And as the farmer did that, he tripped and fell. And as he fell, he hit his head on the bucket of soapy water. And he's now paralyzed.
Oh, God, dude.
And
$1 million baby again.
His head falls into the bucket, and he's slowly gurgling the soapy water.
Spite's like, I got this one, guys. saunters over to the farmer, pulls the bucket off of his head so he stops drowning, and he just spits right in his mouth. There, you die slow.
Jesus.
You see his eyes bulge as he looks at you, and you took the bucket off his head, but he doesn't have any function to stop the water that's already in his throat. And his eyes kind of glaze.
Jumping up and down.
His eyes start glazing over as you defeat him.
And the
Congratulations.
last thing he sees is Spite's face. So Spite's gonna grab the hatchet.
Okay. You're
Butterball pick up his gun.
He didn't have a gun. He only had a hatchet.
Butterball, hold up. Spite doesn't know how to use a hatchet. He's probably gonna give it to you.
It's at a disadvantage to use the hatchet, but you have the hatchet. That's a 1d4.
Might be able to break
Probably
open a door at least.
Throw it.
Probably a great axe to us.
Yes.
We're large. We should be bigger than these humans, but
Who said they were
they're
humans?
really big humans.
Maybe they're giants.
Well, you guys,
storm giants.
we're just using the statistics for giant turkeys. You guys are regular turkeys.
Okay.
I
They
gotta
did-
rethink my whole back.
They didn't have statistics for regular turkeys. They only had the large turkeys, and then some fucked up turkeys. That I was like, what the hell is that?
Hell turkey.
No one's playing a turducken. Laser beams and
The hatchet. While Spark's handing out keys to the other turkeys, Spite is totally gonna start smashing locks with the hatchet.
oh, okay, yeah, you successfully. Everybody frees your appropriate amount of folks. The washroom, you free them as they get washed. A lot of them are wet. You get some of them before. It's a constant belt that's coming into the room, and it's just animals lined up, getting washed. But yeah, you guys complete your task. Is there anything else you guys want to do in this room before you go to the next area? Which is, again, it's a door on the opposite side of the room. And you go. No, yeah, you guys killed the farmer.
Yeah, I'm gonna search around a little bit before we move on.
So
what
is Butterball. I was literally going to say the same thing. He's looking for a gun, though.
Is that just perception, right?
Yeah.
I rolled 2 4s. So that's 8.
Oh,
There's a lot of water everywhere. You're percepting the process of how the washer works.
guys, I've found a statistical anomaly.
What'd you get?
I have not been able to roll above a 10 the whole game. It's single digits the whole time.
You find 50 keys on the dead farmer.
Oh my goodness.
God damn, this guy's got a lot of cocaine.
He's got bags for days, all.
50 keys of
Is
coke.
that a drug thing?
Yeah, I think it's a pot drug. I'm not sure.
So yeah, I'll take a perception roll to see if I see anything else as well.
Okay.
Sparks. Spite is still kind of looking at the axe, trying to figure out if he wants to keep it or give it to somebody who looks like they can use it better. But Sparks is gonna roll with a natural 20 for perception.
Okay, so in this room,
Tell me everything.
I find it all.
He built this farm. He knows all of it.
You, as you're, turducking around, looking around at everything.
God damn it. God damn it, Kelly.
Yeah, you start looking around, and it's a clean room, so there's nothing much in here except for the farmer now bleeding everywhere and steam and all that stuff. You find different soaps, and yeah, that's pretty much it. There's nothing.
Is there any bar soap?
Yeah, there's bars of soap inside the buckets.
Cool. So Sparks is gonna grab a couple of bars. He thinks that might come in handy later.
Okay.
Soap on a rope.
Nope. We're not going that far. The guy at the beginning is like, "Hello, I have the key." Hello.
Butterball ignores him.
And Gobbler looks over and he's like, "I know how to use an axe."
Howard's gonna go over and grab that key and head towards the door.
All right. Spite will hand the axe off to Gobbler.
Okay. Gobbler
saying he prefers these as he holds up his bald feathered hands.
and Gobbler walks over to the giant dishwasher and he goes, "Clean me!" and he throws it inside the dishwasher, and it's gone. It's just rattled down to the bottom.
That feels very much like the DM just wanting to get rid of the lonely.
Whatever.
He didn't have to give it to him. I just assumed that I wasn't planning on you guys taking
Buddy
weapons. So.
Well, Butterball
might
has
have our best
identified the
interests in
next
mind.
sacrifice.
What? No one said he was a smart turkey.
No, it's definitely going to be that.
I opened the door. The key.
Okay. You let out. You got the key from the guy on the other side. You walk over. You open the next door leading to the outside.
Before Spite leaves the room that he's in, he's gonna dip his feathered fingers into the blood of the farmer and put some more paint under his eyes.
Okay. I'll give you an extra 2 AC for that one.
Fuck yeah.
Oh,
AC.
beautiful. Very nice. It's hard to hit when you're scared of it.
Like
So-
fear.
As you push open the door and everybody makes their way over there, there's a little banister as you open the door. Pull the door in. And the banister says the dry room. And as you look in here, it's just a whirlwind of like hot and cold air blowing everywhere. And again, the track has the animals from the washroom going into the dry room, and it's they're getting dried.
Is it creating like a thermal, like where the hot and cold air is mixing?
Oh yeah, there's just it's a whirlwind of
Cool.
chaos.
Sparks jumps into the thermal and just kind of hovers there, like, yes.
Okay.
Fly
well,
forever.
now
That's
that
what a
you,
thermal is. It's just gliding on the thermal, just kind of hanging out.
so as you jump over the side railing to get to this thermal thing, you're now, as you look down, there's nothing but huge blades beneath you that are circulating the room.
He's like, shit, I better stay in this thermal. God.
Since I didn't get to finish describing the room.
Doesn't matter, I got 2 turkeys.
Oh, you're so lucky. This room is 50 feet long, 200 meters wide. I'm sorry, 500 meters long, 200 meters wide, and 50 meters tall. In this room is, again, it's the same, kind of like the last room. It has the tracks that the animals are being led on that are in their cages. You've only released the ones that you had to. There's still more being pushed in constantly. And there's just huge waves going around. And again, in the middle of the room, there's a farmer, and he's pulling on switches and stuff like that, and he's managing the room. And as you're starting to descend a little bit, because the fans are turning off and turning on and blowing from the top and the bottom. So it's kind of like randomly activated, but you don't get murdered. You're thrown back onto the platform. I'm not going to kill
lucky.
you.
So is the farmer on a platform down below?
No, he's in the middle of the room. So as you look in the room, it's like it's circular again. The platform goes straight across the room, but the platform is only 65 meters wide, and you can see through the grates. And there's a huge fan system on the ceiling and underneath, and it's just blowing.
Where's the spinning blades then?
The spinning blades are below you and above you, but the spinning blades above you don't have anything like guards or anything protecting, stuff falling in. And as you look down, there are no guards protecting against falling creatures or anything like that.
Okay. Go push the farmer in.
Yeah, farmer's going in those blades.
So
Definitely.
your challenge for this room, every player has to, you have to fight the farmer, basically. You have to kill him because you can't reach any of the animals, because as they're coming in, they're over the blades and everything getting dried. So you're just on the platform. So in the middle of the room, there's a farmer just like flipping switches and pulling levers on both sides of the thing, and he's panicking, like trying to keep up with turning it down, turning it up, changing heat, changing cold. And your goal is just to either incapacitate him or kill him.
Howard is at the front, so he's gonna like start flying down the platform right at him, and he's gonna try and like just like surprise him and like buffet him with his wings.
Oh yeah, everybody has an advantage because this room, it's so loud. That includes him too, but he's not going to get advantage because he's not paying attention to you guys. He didn't hear the door open because he couldn't.
Okay. Yeah, he's just gonna fly straight at the farmer's like I guess he's facing away from us, huh?
Yeah, it's kind of like he's basically looking behind and around. Like he might turn in your direction, but he's not paying attention to you. Like all the switches are kind of like circling him. Not very well put together.
So I'm going to I'm basically trying to like distract him, and then you guys can get him. So I'm gonna run up and like flap my wings around his face. What kind of roll do you think that would be? Like a dex?
There'll be a dex and a strike. You have advantage on the dex because you're going up and jumping at him, right? You're jumping up to his face. You're in
I got a nat 20 on that dex.
All right, so even with the wind blowing all around you, you make it to his face. And are you just distracting him, or are you going to strike him?
I'll hit him with my talons.
Okay, go ahead and roll to strike. Fuck!
And this is just like no advantage on that one?
No, because you're face to face with him.
Okay, so that is a 23 to hit.
Jesus. Okay. Yeah, you get him in the fucking face. Roll your damage.
2d6 plus 3. So that is 8 damage.
Oh, God. Totally didn't see that coming. All right. He is freaking out. We're going to go ahead and go with... so which of you two guys want to go? Your animals are going to go together. So who wants to go first?
Oh, I have another character then.
I know, but that character is just going to get up to the thing. I was just giving you the first attack. So your next character is going to get up to the fight. But Seth or Austin, who wants to go?
Seth has 2 turkeys, so I'm going to vote Seth.
All right, Seth, go ahead.
All right. So Sparks has those 2 bars of soap, soap party. So Sparks is gonna run. He's gonna run up to the farmer, and he's gonna put the soap on the ground by his feet. Try and move it into rub it into the where he's standing to make it slippery by his feet there. And then he's gonna jump up and headbutt him in the balls.
Okay. He got a natural 20 to not get fucked up by Lee's strike and didn't fall off the side. So, yeah, you make it up to him. He's too busy trying to fight off a bird in his face with several cuts to his face. You start shuffling. Yeah, you start shuffling bars of soap underneath his feet. He's doing pretty good dexterity-wise. He had an 18 plus... Yeah, he's doing good. He's like, well, he'll be at disadvantage.
He's slipping and sliding, but not falling.
Yeah.
It's like a cartoon.
I mean, like the running man, like, oh!
Yeah.
I mean, he's used to being in a room that has constant changing airflow, so I mean, he's pretty ambidextrous. What's your second character doing?
Spite is gonna run around the back of the farmer and kneel behind him.
Okay. You take the crouch. Austin, what would you like to do with your remaining turkey?
I thought for sure Spite was going to try to spit into his open face wound.
That comes next.
That comes
Yeah, it's insult to injury, really.
Floor's slippery. There's a turkey crouched behind him. Another one poised for another headbutt to the balls. I think Butterball is gonna just try to. He's gonna ram him.
All right, go ahead.
I'm gonna fly through the air, and I'm gonna try to hit him right in the face or throat. Whatever I can get in that area, and just try to knock him over.
Okay, go ahead and roll to strike. Just straight roll. You don't have advantage because you're flying through the winded room towards him, not when you got to him. So whatever.
So that's a +5. Oh, that's actually pretty good. A 19. I finally rolled into the double digits. So
Okay.
it's a 19 to strike.
Well, I mean the dexterity is to get to him in the windy room. You still have to go.
Oh, I can roll that.
Because you're flying through the air in a giant windy room, so you're gonna have to do a dexterity.
That is a 19 dexterity as well.
Okay, good. As long as you didn't roll a 1 or anything like that.
No, that was a 16. There's my good roll. All I needed was not a 1, and there's the good roll.
The one start flying off, and you get blown into one of the fans. Whoa!
Yep.
No, you totally.
Our guest star tonight.
Go ahead and roll your damage. Yeah, you hit him.
It's gonna be 2d6. Great. Yep, there's the ones. Double ones. Snake eyes on that bad boy. So that's 5 whole damages.
That's all right. Because he
It was more trying to knock him. It was like a bull rush more.
Yeah. You knock him over, and with the combination of soap and a fat turkey on the ground, he trips and he does like 3 exaggerated steps back. Like he's like, I got this. And one of the fans turns on, and he shifts over to the railing, and he slips off the side, and all you hear is, and then this blood sprays up and covers everybody that's on the platform.
Spike's just bathing in the blood, like, yes!
I'll give you 1 rage when you get to that point.
Nice.
God damn, that's nasty.
Yeah, Snow's just trying to avoid all the blood.
What was that guy?
Hanging back by the door. She's like, ooh.
Was that guy a blood balloon? This shit everywhere.
Yeah. You guys get to the next door, and above it, and gold and silver inlay says the plucking room. And on the other side of it, as you go to open it, you can hear screams and sounds of scissors and razors and just, yeah.
They're plucking them live?
Yeah.
Yeah, is there a side door, guys? Anybody seen a side door?
As you guys open
I just closed the door again. I'm like, nah.
Nope. Take a peek in. Everybody, as the door opens, everybody roll a Constitution saving throw.
1 for each of our birds.
Yeah.
Nat 20.
Rub it in.
And a 15. Spite's got the nat 20, and Sparks has the 15.
Yeah.
So 13 for Howard and 9 for Snow.
Okay. Anybody got anything under 12?
So my first turkey got a 12.
Okay.
You only have 1.
You only have 1.
Hey, I'm sorry. Was what I said incorrect?
Oh yeah, you still have. Nope, he doesn't. He doesn't do it. Okay, so as soon as the door opens, anybody under a 12, it's the most horrifying thing you've ever seen. There's chickens and turkeys getting plucked. There's sheep getting shaved, and nothing's happened to the cows. They have a free ride on this one.
They're getting milk.
Why are they even in
it.
the plucking room?
Well, because the belts are all. It's just one giant system.
Oh yeah, but why would they put the cow?
Well, they just sort of ride through. It's fun.
They put them in there for fear, so they watch it happen. So they,
fear does taste delicious.
You get the most tender meat that way.
Oh my god, it's such a good thing Allison isn't here right now.
How do you get Kobe beef? I mean, those things are terrified constantly.
They're hammered drunk.
Yeah.
They massage and treat those cows very well, actually.
Yeah, but they show them very startling pictures.
Never mind.
Why do you think they have to be drunk?
Okay.
They show them videos of like someone preparing the hay they're going to eat and dropping a single needle in.
So, a chicken at the beginning of this room, as you walk in, he looks over. He's also in the similar cage as the previous room where you had to get a key. And he tells you that you have to save 5 of these creatures and either incapacitate the farmer or dispose of the farmer to make it out of this room. So you have to save 5 of each type. before I give you the key.
I feel like this guy knows too much, says Snow.
Hold on, guys.
How does he know what we need to do?
Hold on, guys.
Why can't you just give us the key?
No, I've got this. I got this all figured out. All right, check it out. There's 5 of us, and we're saving each other. That is a diplomacy. Persuasion check. That's not terrible. That's a 15.
I am not persuaded in your math. I don't. You have to save them before they get sheared. So you can either do that process. You can either try to save them by unlocking their cage locks before they get to the machine, or you can engage the farmer. It's up to you.
You said there were razors in this room?
Yeah, they're like basically once the sheep get like, kind of like, well, the razors are probably for the cows to make sure they're smooth.
Yeah, good smooth cow.
Yeah.
But they're but are they like mechanized razors or is someone like
Oh yeah, no, it's like they're mechanized. So in this room, if you engage the farmer, there's 60 cages vicariously by where he's standing doing he's pressing buttons and doing all that jazz with the machinery.
I feel like our method of running straight at the farmer and killing him has been working really well. So Howard's just gonna go for it.
Yeah. Yeah. So you have
great last year.
That's fine. Butterball has a cunning plan.
Yeah, you go ahead and do that when I kill him.
You have cages to use to your advantage. You have clippers. You have like little plucking hands that you can try to manipulate. And then again, there's hanging straps in the room that
little plucking hands that come down like this.
Yeah, and they as soon as the chickens or turkeys get in the area, there's like 10 hands. It's like plucking each.
Let's put the shears in the plucking hands and then drag the farmer underneath.
This is like Willy Wonka's plucking room.
I was gonna say it was they grab the coats in the beginning of the Willy Wonka movie.
Yeah, so it's the same setup as the last room. The belts are going across. There's a platform in front of you. There's the middle area with the guy pressing buttons and working the equipment. And there's grates that you can now like get over to where they're getting like the platforms are for the animals or the purveying belts. And when you look down, it's not death and destruction. It's just like a grate you can see to the ground.
Is there a bucket?
No, there's no buckets.
Howard's running forward. Howard rushes in.
Okay. Actually, underneath both of all the belts, there's just amount of hair, fur, feathers, all kinds of stuff down there.
Howard's gonna fly forward, and he's going to try and like grab onto the farmer's hair and like fly up and try and snatch him.
Okay, so do your dexterity for your flight.
Let's grab him. You think we can pick him up?
And your
we have a flight speed. Do we have to make a dex save every time?
Well, you're flying from where you're at, because you're but you still like that's your movement. You're flying now. You don't really.
I don't usually have to make a dex check to walk. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, but you're not used to just flying from your.
Okay, so that is 9.
I mean, you make it to him, but he sees you coming because you're flapping.
Oh, so your dex roll is basically a stealth roll, is what you're saying.
Essentially, but it's to make sure you're not flying all weird.
Howard's he's trying to grab his hair, so I'm going to say this is kind of like a grapple.
Okay. Go ahead and roll the
strength roll.
Yep.
I'm sure you already pre-prepared the farmer's AC versus combat maneuvers in this turkey campaign, so just refer to that pre-prepared number.
It's at 18.
Son of a bitch.
Good thing this isn't 3.5. You don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about being bloodied or anything like that.
You get half a point from your raise.
I know, it's so stupid. No, you get it. He had 17 AC.
Alright, that's what he did. Snow is going to start moving forward, but you guys go next.
So Butterball's looking around for some kind of bucket or like a cup, any kind of container that could hold a liquid.
Okay, do your
Anything
search.
like that in this room?
Do your search or perception.
I will
Or
do perception.
investigation, sorry. That's what I meant to say.
Okay, well, I have advantage, so it's a nat 20, but the other roll was a 2.
Yeah, as good as you're searching, you don't see anything like that.
Damn.
Seth?
All right, well, that's all he's going to do, I guess.
So Sparks is going to again try to incite revolution amongst the cows. So that seems to be his go-to. He flies over to the cows and he says, "Rage, brothers, rage! Tear this down!" So I guess that's a persuasion check.
Rage against these machines around you.
Yeah. We want bulls on parade, if you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, come on, get those cows moving.
Okay.
That's a 7.
He just looks at you and he goes, "I can't move." And he sees the key, ring around the neck as the lock dangles in front of him and you. His eyes kind of look down at the lock and look at you, and then as you ask your question, you move out of the way as he starts to get, trimmed up. And he's just like, "Dick." And then he gets put in, but you don't. Obviously, you're not going to go in unless you want to. Do you want to follow him?
Well, he's getting shaved.
Yeah. I just want to make sure you didn't want to be like, I'm going to continue to talk to him.
Wait, so this is a big key ring, right?
Yeah.
So I want to take the keys off the ring and throw the ring into the mechanism.
Ooh.
Into like the giant hands and stuff.
Yeah, gum that fucker up.
Okay.
There goes all our keys.
No, I took the keys off the ring.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
That's gonna be a whole couple actions trying to pop those out. It's
fine. I'll take the keys off the ring for my first action. Which again, I'm rolling fucking nat 20s. Like
no. You're good.
That's where my rolls are going, and under your dice.
I mean, I could hold the 20 up to the thing too.
I know, but when I do that, I know I do it all the time.
You should just do dice cam.
I was gonna say, we gotta do that every time.
So, I try to grab it and bring it up in one fluid motion to show you when I do it.
No. It's just gonna take you time to get the keys off. I think there's 30 or 12 keys left or something like that. Or
while he's doing that, after Butterball completely fails to find any kind of receptacle,
we're gonna go. We're gonna go to Lee. She's up.
I was hoping to help.
Okay, well you had to help on your turn.
Okay.
So Howard, having this guy by the hair, is going to try and
bury your beak into his head.
I'm gonna try and drag him towards one of the shaving machines.
Yes. Oh, okay. Jeez. Yeah.
So is that just strength?
Yeah.
Strong would hurt you. Come on, you've been doing me good. Die. Aww. I rolled a 1.
Oh no! As you go to pull, he grabs you and throws you into a cage. And as the cage locks into place, 30 little hands start plucking you dry, and you get shoved through the rest of the system as you're getting plucked alive.
No. Is that Howard or Snowball or whatever?
Yeah, which one was that?
That was Howard. Yeah, Howard had bad hair. Snow was just approaching at the time.
And stops immediately. It's like, whoa!
Yeah, she's not gonna. She's just like, oh my god. She stops in her tracks and she's looking around for Spite.
Okay.
Or Sparks was the one that had the key, right?
Yeah.
But yeah, Sparks has the keys.
She's gonna be like, oh, I'm gonna leave that alone. She's gonna go back to the keys.
Gobbler goes, "Oh my god!" and he flies over to your poor one trapped in the cage, and as he does such, the hands as they're plucking you, a hand comes down and it meant to go in to grab your feathers, but shoved his head into your cage and goes to pull him out and snaps his neck, and he's now dangling from the bottom of your cage.
Gobbler's dead.
My character died. He rolled a 1 to save you.
Right before he, like, as he's flying up, Howard's gonna be like, "This could have all been prevented if you just gave us the key." Does the key fall off of him?
He didn't have the key. As you walk.
There was a chicken at the entrance.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Okay.
So
I was kind of hoping that Peach and Gobbler would die together because
nope,
they go well together.
It was a horrible death.
Yowzers. Okay.
Gobbler's horrified eyes and beak are staring up at you as you're getting plucked, and you're making eye contact together because that's just
in our last moments.
Yeah. Oh no, your character's not dead. You've just been plucked. And
you're alive.
We'll see what happens.
You're not dead. You've just been flayed. It's fine.
Again, it's just like if somebody shaved you.
That's not at all the same.
Probably pretty swollen, I'd imagine.
These aren't soft picking, plucking. Go ahead. What are you doing?
So Butterball. So what is the farmer doing after he shoved her into the cage? Is he like watching this drama unfold, or does he go back to flipping switches?
No, he totally stops to flip the switch, and he hits a button on top. It says auto, which I don't know why I wasn't doing at the beginning.
It's even your job, dude.
So he hit it, and now he's fully engaged with everybody in the room. So you now don't have the advantage to engage him because he's aware of everybody in the room. So go ahead
to the hovering cows.
Oh, the cows are on the opposite side. They're like on the far side of the room because there's not much happening to them. So it's turkey, chicken, sheep. It progressively gets to the bigger animals on the outside.
Okay. Wow.
Insane to have the huge animals like right over the top of people walking around.
Is there any chains or anything like that laying around in the room?
Oh yeah, there's straps dangling down. There's chains.
I'd like to try to find a length of chain that's not connected to anything, and I'm gonna grab that and run over to where Seth's turkey is.
Okay, that's your action.
That's my action.
All right, Seth, what do you want to do?
Well, if he came over to me with the length of chain, then Sparks is gonna take that chain and the ring and finagle something so they're all together and throw it into the machine and try and knock the razors off and stuff like that and stop that machine from working.
The cow machine.
Yeah.
Okay.
The one with the razors.
Yeah. Roll the strike. Yeah.
That's a 19.
Oh yeah, no, they totally get caught up right before another cow reaches the stop point. As it slowly goes in, it stopped, and then the chains are, and so like all the arms are dangling, and red light starts blinking above the cow section, and that whole belt stops. And you hear
other razors fall off and stuff like that.
Yeah, they're just dangling down, and instead of hearing hoorays, you just hear a line of moos, moo.
So Spite hasn't done anything lately, and he wants to seeing the razors no longer moving. He wants to run over and grab some of the razors, and he's going to affix them to his feather fingers. So now he's got these razor claws and blood under his eyes, and he's covered in blood and black.
It's going to take you 2 rounds to get both your hands and organized and set up. So I'll give you two rounds to do that. Lee, what's your other turducken doing?
So Snow is going to ask Sparks to give her some of the keys. I mean, some of those keys. Farmer's distracted.
He gives her all the keys. He just goes.
Okay, and she's going to run over to the nearest cage and try and open it.
Okay, finally someone's doing You know the test. Yeah, you get to a chicken cage and you're like sitting there and you get it and it opens before it starts getting plucked, and the chicken hops out, and the chicken basically looks at you and raises its feathers to you, and you restore all your hit points that you lost if you lost any, and the chicken flies away.
The chicken has the hands of a healer.
So chickens restore hit points. I wonder what cows.
Is this like Return of the King now? Like the hands of the chicken are the hands of a healer, and that's
basically. I mean, something happens every time you release one. I mean,
so Howard's in a cage.
Howard's down the way. You can't get to Howard.
Yeah, I know, but is he like he's hanging above everything, or?
Yeah. So
is he on the conveyor belt?
He's on the belt. Once he got plucked, he got moved up to the next. There's a giant arch opening for the cages to go through, and that's you see that as he turns around and looks at everybody as he passes through the next room.
Who's next?
Butterball's gonna try to find something that he can use to pick a lock. He doesn't have any of the keys, and he doesn't really want to bother the other turkey. So he's gonna try to find some piece of metal that's the right shape to pick a lock.
Okay, so as you're doing that, the farmer is still left to his devices. No one's messing with him, and he's going to strike at you. 14 does not hit you. Oh, it does. Because he smacks you down on the ground for as you're going up to grab it. He grabs you and throws you off to the side. You take 8 points of damage as you bounce off the ground.
Okay, but do I get something to pick a lock with?
No. He stopped you before you could do what you needed to do.
Is he still looking at me?
Yes, but you're on the ground. Take an action to get up. I mean, you can
have an action.
No, you can make a gesture or tell him something.
What language are the farmers speaking?
English. Or common, sorry, they're speaking common. They know you guys all speak common.
I'm gonna look at the farmer while I'm laying on the ground, and I'm gonna say in common, you're gonna end up dead just like your other buddies out there.
Ooh, playing the sight game, I like it.
He turns his head to the side and looks at you, and he goes,
So Spite is still putting the razors on his finger feathers, and to try and give him a little time, I think Sparks realizes what he's trying to do. So to try and give him a little bit of time, Sparks is going to go harass the farmer. Specifically, he's going to put his talons in the back of the farmer because he's facing away. So he's doing something that he can't see. So he's like,
So roll to strike with advantage.
That'd be 16.
Yeah, nope, you hit. 6 plus 3. God dang, that's insane.
6 plus 3, so it's 9 damage.
Yeah.
Must have hit a vein.
Yeah, you get him good. He's like, and he puts his hand back to me, and he completely misses you. Because you extended your legs and you got him because you have a reach of 5 feet, which is insane.
Still flapping my wings like this.
Yeah, I got you.
Going backwards.
I got you. He drops his set of keys, and what you see is like a fire hydrant little thingy, little cabinet, and you see an axe inside there. The little fire axe.
Unlock it yet, or is it?
No. He dropped the keys when you got him, and so
he can break the glass.
Yeah, he's swatting at you. That's his action for responding to you. Lee, what would you like to do with your remaining character?
No. Yeah, she's just gonna keep unlocking cages. How many can she unlock?
You can do one at a time.
That's what she does.
Okay.
She freed a cow this time.
So as you go to free the cow but it's all stopped, so you don't have to worry about it continuing forward. It's busted. As you release the cow, he looks at you and he mews at you very loudly, and you gain an extra 30 hit points to your character.
Dang.
We got a new tank, guys.
Dang.
I could take some heat.
Yeah.
And then, Austin, what would you like to do to your last turkey?
So the farmer dropped the keys.
Yeah, they're on the ground near you, and he's
I'm gonna
busy.
pick those up.
Yep.
And I'm gonna like hold them in my feather fist, like like you do with keys, and I'm gonna punch him right in his stupid ankle.
All right, go roll the strike with advantage.
I had a girlfriend in college who used to carry keys like that when she walked on campus, and she called it like the bear claw or something like that.
15 to hit.
I'm sorry. Nope. even with the advantage.
The other one was a 3, so
nope. He's gonna go to strike. He's gonna go at disadvantage because he's kicking because he felt you like starting to swing at him. So he goes to kick 12 and he misses. And nope. Okay. Oh, he's at disadvantage. Yeah, you got a 2. As he goes to kick, he kicked the railing to the thing, and you hear him like, ow! And he like hops back and he falls because Seth's character's still pulling on him, and he's now prone on his back, laying on the ground.
So bad.
On his back, did Sparks land underneath him, or is he?
No. You're fine. You let go, and you're hovering above him, or slowly descending.
I think it's Sparks' turn again, isn't it?
Yeah, it is your turn.
Yeah, right for the fucking eyeballs.
Oh my god! Roll to strike with advantage. You can't do anything about it. Just don't roll a critical.
Oh, I love this yellow 20. That's a natural 20.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say a 1. I was like, oh my god.
No, it was a 5 and a 20. I swear to God, I've gotten more 20s in this game than I have in the last year.
Yeah. Describe how you kill him.
I kill him? Oh, that's awesome. So this is Sparks. So Sparks comes down like raking, just viciously raking with his claws. And you can't see the video, but I'm like moving very fast.
Much like a cat trying to bat at something, but yes.
And he, as he comes down, he's kind of floating down slowly as he moves his legs like viciously, and he just kind of starts to dig in, and finally just settles into the guy's face, and then he says, "How do you like it?"
Butterball's trying to wipe the blood out of his waddle and snood.
Waddle and snood.
Snood's the red thing on top of the turkey's face.
Yeah.
The little dangly bit.
No, that's the thing on top, and then on the bottom it's the waddle.
Like as you're asking him, well, he can't really respond because you're ripping up his face, so it's like a gurgling, like, and he stops moving. The machinery continues to move because it's on autopilot. And
wait, while he's dying, can I just lean in real close and be like, "Told you so"?
I'm gonna give you inspiration, so use that anytime you want.
Brilliant. So it's Spike's turn now, right?
Yeah. So you
do I get a turn?
Well, yeah. So what would you
to unlock another cage?
Oh, okay. What are you gonna unlock this time?
I'll just do the full style. Do sheep.
Okay. As you unlock a sheep, because they're still moving, you unlock it before he starts getting the thing. He steps out, and a beam of light emanates from his eyes, and you gain a +2 to your AC. So you
laser eyes.
You're about to be you're gonna handle the next combat by yourself.
You guys turn around and she's just like twice as big. It's just like a buff ass turkey. Hi guys.
Extra turkey breasts start sprouting. I have more armor.
That's funny.
He casts Butterball on you, and you triple in size. Yeah, you get a +2 to the AC, so it's now 15. Yes. So you finally get done, and you turn around, you do the ha, and then you see that it's already down on the ground, but no one paid attention.
So seeing that the farmer's already dead, in character, obviously Spite's gonna do something to him. So he just walks over and like rips his shirt open with his little finger claw, and it opens up, and he just carves a little S in his chest.
Oh, God. Good thing you guys are natural evil. Yeah, no, you're good. And the chicken on the other side's going, okay, well, once you guys are done releasing, you can. Oh, yeah, you already killed him. Here you go. And he throws the key at you guys, and it lands. It lands in your hand, and yeah, you guys have the key to the next room.
Lands in her meat fist now. She's like a tiny little key.
Okay, so you guys all make it to the next door, and as you got to the next door, above it says the butcher room, and as you open the door,
before we go through, there's something that I want Butterball wants to do just real quick. I want to go to where all the shavings, all the animal stuff was.
It's all
and I want to grab.
It's all underneath the grates. Like you can't.
I can't reach it at all.
No.
I'm gonna try to distract myself as a sheep.
No. As you look, there's this piles, but like underneath, you start seeing a compacting system. Like, you know.
Is there enough like laying around that I could put some sheep stuff on me?
Sure. Yeah, you get enough to cover 80% of your body. So you're jamming stuff, and I'll give you a +1 to your AC.
What's the attack with the razor claws now?
It's gonna be.
It's no different, but it's cooler.
Well, you're gonna get for your. Oh, it's for your talons. So your talons are plus. It's 10 now, and your damage is 4d6 times 2.
Fuck.
So we got a DPS.
4d6 times 2.
DPS, we got a tank, and I'm a sheep.
Yeah.
He can count me, and he'll fall asleep. Yes.
Yeah, not 10, 2. That's a good call. I was getting back in my riffs world. Okay, so as you guys badass open this door, it opens inward, and everybody roll a Constitution with disadvantage with a -3.
And a -3.
Yeah.
It's that many.
0. Okay.
It's a big old goose egg.
Okay.
With a -3, you said.
Yeah.
Oh wait, that was Sparks. I forgot about.
That's 0.
Okay.
Because so are you saying like so? I normally have a +1.
Yeah.
So it's whatever I rolled +1 -3.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah, or just -2.
Yeah. So, as you guys open this door, this is the most horrific thing you've ever seen in your life. Just chopping blocks circling the room, and you just see automated hatchets and axes and cleavers just going to town.
My turkey eyes, I can see it's so good.
So unfortunately, you realize that your other character it's gone now. Yeah, this is the processing room. You guys know that this plant ships out to the realm. The following goods. In the middle of the room, you see a giant turkey, probably 4 times bigger than the rest of you, and you've seen pictures of him in your churches and your little
turkey church.
Yeah, it's your turkey churches or the animal churches, and he is known as Washington, and you know him as a saint, and it goes all the way back to the original Thanksgiving of 1621, and you recognize him, and he's behind a force field, and he's being held captive, and there's a man in the middle as he's watching everything, and he's looking at all of you straight on, and he's holding a giant axe, and he's got a straw hat, and he's got the whole farmer get up.
Still no guns. God damn it.
Okay. All right.
Just that one guy had a gun and he disappeared.
Yep. Spike's pretty pissed.
The legends were just kid tales.
Okay.
Seems like there was turkey at the first Thanksgiving after all.
Yes.
Spike's pretty pissed off.
Yep.
He's
And
chewing on his he's like,
So the farmer's looking directly at us.
Oh yeah, you guys are face to face. There's no surprise. Yeah, he's got you guys. So it's going to go down like this. Who is going first?
Why don't we roll initiative?
All right, go ahead and roll initiative. Let's go ahead and do the D&D thing.
We're fine.
Oh, great.
So 17.
11.
Good.
10 and 4.
Okay.
You rolled advantage?
No, I have 2 turkeys still.
Oh, right.
Some people.
I forgot what that's like.
Okay, 10.
I mean, I've been throwing sparks at people, and he just keeps coming back.
It's going to be Lee, Farmer, Austin, Farmer, Seth, Farmer, and then Seth, Farmer. So it's going to be a 1-for-1 shot.
When does Washington get a turn?
Washington is behind a barrier of some sort, and he doesn't seem happy at all. And he actually looks really drained. And from what you remember, he is several hundred years old. And it's very interesting.
Is it like a magic force field?
Oh, yeah.
Like
It's magical. There's orbs surrounding, beaming down on top of him. Okay, so Lee, go ahead and go first. What are you going to do? Each of you get 2 attacks per round.
Okay, so Snow is going to... Is the farmer looking at us?
Oh, yeah, you guys are face to face.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just fuck it then. Alright, she flies up. She's going to try and scratch at his legs.
Tank first.
Okay. Good.
I pull him. I'm going to take him around the corner to avoid the caster.
Go ahead and roll the strike. Your second attack? Well, okay, so you're flying to him as your first, and then your second is engaging.
So we get 2 actions, not 2 attacks.
I'm sorry, two actions. Sorry, you get 2 actions.
Okay, cool.
First action, get to him.
With my talons, that is a 23 to hit. 10 damage.
Okay. He goes to swipe at you. Natural 20. I'm just gonna hold this up to the...
No, I believe you. You don't have to show us.
You can't see it, but...
I have trust in my heart, Kelly.
You're playing a neutral evil character right now, not lawful good. Come on.
You take 12 points of damage.
Me, I believe. 12?
Yep. And you get knocked back 5 feet. I mean, you can still do a movement and 2 actions. Okay, Austin.
I'm going to... So, the machine that he was standing in front of, is there like a big red off button or anything like that I can see?
He doesn't have a machine in front of him. You're in the next room down.
Are there any buttons in the room, anything like that?
No. It's just automatically, you just see a massive amount of death happening around you, and you're standing on a...
I'm talking about, I'm trying to shut this force field down.
Oh, no, you don't see anything. You just see a force field. You see Washington behind him quite a ways. Mm-hmm. No, you don't see any buttons or anything that would turn this force field off.
Okay. Any guns in the room?
Roll perception.
I hope there's a shotgun leaning up against the post.
You can do an investigation too if you want, but that'll take both your actions.
Perception's better anyway.
20. Dirty.
There's a gun. You can tell by his face.
In the back of the room, I rolled a 19. So in the back of the room, against the wall, there is an old style, Elmer Fudd trumpet style musket in the back of the room, and you double hammers on it. It's 2 actions to get to that hammer specifically, or to the...
I'm gonna very sheepishly make my way over to
His eyes watch you as you slowly move around, and he goes to strike Lee again because it's the only person next to him. He misses you.
Cool.
And he pulls a hammer from underneath his robe, but that's his action. His second action is to pull the weapon.
The classic farmer robe.
Yeah. Well, it's more like an apron, but he has a trench coat and an apron on.
The classic farmer trench coat apron.
Think hostile.
Oh, that's gonna be so. Like my next 2 actions, I'm making my way to that gun.
All right, Seth, what are you doing?
Well, it's gonna be Sparks, and he's going face first. He's gonna hit that guy right in the fucking noggin.
All right, so you're flying or you running?
I'm flying.
Okay.
With a 16 flying.
Yeah, no, you make it to him.
All right.
Roll the strike.
And talons first into the eyes is a 17.
No, he swoops out of the way and he goes to strike you with this hammer.
He gets an attack of opportunity?
Yeah. Or a legendary action. I'll let you decide what it is.
Doesn't matter, yeah.
No, it's his.
Yeah.
It's his turn.
It's his turn. I just throwing it out there. 18.
He's a boss. He gets some special things.
So he's like spinning to hit me as I go by?
Yeah.
I missed, right?
Yeah, you missed. And as you missed midway, he drops the hammer to like this tall now, and he hits you as you fly it across the room because you're in the air, so you're knocked back 60 feet. You hit against the wall and take 35 damage.
Yeah, he did.
It was a big hit.
Yeah, he did.
Which one was that? Was that Spark or?
That was Sparks.
Right.
But now the farmer has spun and his back is to.
Yep. No, you'll get it. But
so,
yeah,
So now it's Spite's turn.
Yep.
Spite's gonna run. So,
away or towards him?
No, he's gonna run at the farmer.
Okay.
He's running at the farmer and he's gonna attack him with his talons, which are now 4d6 times 2, bro.
Yep.
You did that.
With the plus 10.
With a plus 10, so it's 25 to hit.
Yep, you get him.
Right in the, I'm going for the kidney. You know what I mean? Like he's got that little half turn going. He's getting in the kidney.
Okay.
28 points of damage plus weight. You said plus a 46 plus the regular one, which is plus 3. So 28 plus 6, so 30.
Nope.
34.
Okay.
Plus 28 plus 6, 42.
No, you're right. I'm looking down at one thing. Okay, so yeah,
36 points of damage.
He grips his side as he stumbles. And he goes to swing at you with a 14. Does not hit because you have.
Nope, because I got an AC of 15.
Yep.
Really?
he misses with the. He extended it out to its furthest reach because you knocked him back and he missed you completely. But you could feel the rush of wind that came with that swing that he.
He spits at him.
Okay. Lee, back at the top with you.
So is he facing away from me now?
No, he's in. If you guys are still facing he's facing towards you guys. He was to the side, but then after he got hit, he stepped back and he's now looking at the group. But you can still attack with 2 attacks if you're right next to him.
She's just gonna try and do some damage. She's gonna do 2 attacks.
Okay. Let's wait for I'm just gonna wait and watch to see what happens.
So it's a 16 and a 19.
The 19 hits, 16 does not.
That's 6 damage. Or no, sorry, I can't do it. An 8 damage.
Okay. And he goes to strike you. The 19. Which AC?
15.
Yeah, he hits. You're knocked back 30 feet and take 25 damage. Okay. Austin.
All right, so I should. So you said it was 2 actions to get to the thing. So the last turn I made an action. And this turn I'm going to make another move action to get there. So I'm at the gun.
Yeah, you're at the gun. It's hammers.
I'm the gun.
Its hammers are cocked back, so you don't have to take the action to load it. It's
I grab the gun, I aim, and I'm going to use my inspiration.
Oh, nice.
It's a good choice.
Now he can't see me, so I should have advantage anyway, right? Like I just get.
Well, yeah, he doesn't know you're there. But if you roll a critical fail, you could hit one of your allies.
You're gonna have to
So
roll
I'm
2
landing on the
ones.
edge. An 18 to hit.
Unfortunately, you miss. The shot goes past his head, misses everybody else. And that was your full shot. But on the ground, as you float back or as you stumble back into the wall, there's a bag of shot and ball on the ground. It'll take you an action to ready it and an action to, fire.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to take
So
you
a full action to load and fire, or would it be 2 turns?
2 turns. It's going to take you the next turn to get it ready to go, and then you can
4
use it.
actions.
4 actions, yeah.
Okay.
And then he's going to strike Seth's character because he's right in there. Spike.
Yep.
With the 13 plus 3. 15. Okay. 16, sorry. Good God. You're knocked back 60 feet and you take 20 damage.
Still up.
As you're taking the damage, behind you, Washington's feathers unfurl in the back and expand the length of the force field, and he says something you can't really tell, but an energy washes out of the bubble and encompasses the group, and everybody gains 30 hit points back.
Woo!
Can that go into temporary hit points or no?
Yeah, it's temporary.
Yeah, well, let's say everything's temporary.
Normal for me.
We don't actually have any ability to heal or like.
I'm now at 48. Okay.
All right, so you can take a hit. Okay, so back at the back at the top, Lee.
So, how much time for like the cages are coming in and then they're getting like murdered? Are they like opening up and the animals come out, or they're just like stabbing them through the cage?
No, they're opening up, but the way the room is set up, you can't actually get to the cages. It's like Oh yeah, okay. No, the cages are opening, and then like the chains that are holding them are pulling their heads down to the block, and it's like.
Okay, so how much time from them entering the room to the cage opening? Like, how long does that seem to take?
A round.
Oof. Okay, I'm going to throw a key to a cage and say, "Get out! Help us!"
Okay.
So that's my first action, and then I'm gonna claw with my second action.
Go ahead and roll the strike for the key, because like you're just throwing it.
Kind of like throw it to one of the creatures. So roll the strike. That is 16.
Okay, grabs the key and 4. Grabs the key, is like juggling it. He's like, I got it. And his head immediately goes down to the table. It's like, and he drops the key.
Okay. Go! Well, maybe next time. I'm going to roll to scratch the farmer again for my second thing.
Okay, yep.
I don't hit him. It's an 8.
Yeah, you miss. He goes to strike you.
That was his fatal mistake.
You critted, didn't you?
He swung and he missed you completely, but he overswung and he broke his ankle as he goes to swing. His foot placement stuck to the ground, and as he swung, he put too much weight into the swing, missed you completely, and all you heard was a snap, and he stumbles. He's at disadvantage with all attacks now, and he took... Yeah, broke his ankle.
Damn. So he did crit, just not in my favor for once.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
He did the opposite of his other crits.
So,
Austin.
Austin, is it Austin?
Well, I guess I just spend this entire action reloading.
Yep. All right. And he's going to strike Lee at disadvantage because she's the only one near him. 18. Second one is 16. Your AC is what? 15.
You got me.
Hit.
He knocks you back 15 feet. Oh, God.
Second one, I think.
And you take 25. Yeah, it's just...
25 total?
Yep, 25 total.
Got it.
God, you're a fucking tank.
So thank God for that heal. Like,
Yeah.
Seriously.
I'll be a goner.
All right,
So Spite, after that vicious attack that he hit, is just he's bullshit. He's really angry. He's gonna rage because you gave him a rage. And
I'll give you inspiration for remembering.
So
just for all the listeners, I've given so many items out to the group that they've forgotten a lot of stuff, and so I'm proud that he remembered something. Okay, go ahead.
Still waiting on those updates.
So he's got 2 actions, and he's gonna use them both to claw the fuck out of him.
Okay. Go ahead.
So, let's see. That'd be a 19.
Yep, you hit.
And a 29.
Yep, they both hit.
So that'll be 8d6 damage, Kelly?
Yep.
Just
Plus-
say me like,
Plus 12.
I don't know if I get that thing reloaded.
no, it's reloaded now. I just have to make it my turn.
You said 2 turns, 4 actions.
No, there's 2. There's
Oh,
2
that's a lot of not ones. 10, 21, 30, 42 damage.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. 42 damage plus the 2 for the rage. So, for each attack. So that's 46 damage.
Okay. He stumbles back. He's still up, but he stumbles greatly, and he's lost his advantage on any attacks at this point. He catches, his action is to hold himself up, and yeah, that's what he's doing. Lee.
Yeah, fuck it. I'm gonna throw another key.
All right.
Get another more skin in this game, right?
I mean, I roll the person's catch, so
18. Yeah. Well, I have to throw the key, right? You made me roll last time, so I just
okay. Yeah, nope. You throw it, and kind of the same scenario. He's like, "I got it." He like puts out. Who are you throwing it to first?
I was just a cow.
Okay.
I feel like that could do the most damage. It's very big.
But he goes to put his head up to like grab it. He missed it completely as a giant, like pendulum blade comes down, and he's cut into 2 pieces. As the
You
blade...
bisected him?
Yeah.
It's not a very good factory.
Bisected a bovine.
Very efficient.
Well,
but like he rolled a 4, so it hit him in the face, and he's like, "Awesome!"
Well, I mean, 2 sides of beef, you know. I mean, it's get cut in half at some point.
Butchering
So
bovine bisection is in actually pretty good taste.
I think that also sounds like a fantastic band name.
yeah,
Mm.
bisection.
Bovine bisection.
Lee, he misses you completely because he's
Okay.
getting his balance. Austin.
I would like to make an attack still.
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'll discredit that attack I did.
That is a 22 to hit.
Yeah, you hit.
All right. So that's 12 damage.
Okay. He stumbles back. Austin.
All right. So my gun's loaded. I'm taking aim. So it's loaded. So I have 2 actions, right? So I'm gonna use.
You have 2
both
hammers.
actions. I'm use. So I get 2 attacks, right?
Yep.
Okay.
You can hold on. You can either take 2 shots individually, or you can fire both rounds at the same time and do 5 times the damage.
I'm gonna go with that option.
That's a no-brainer.
If you miss.
Is this at a negative?
Nope. Because he's not
Just don't-
facing you. It just don't roll
Don't miss.
a 6. Don't roll a 6 or below. And if you do, hilarious.
No, my rolls have been bush league this whole game. I'm gonna take 2 attacks.
Nice.
First attack, yeah, see, right there. That would have been bad. First attack is a 9 total.
All right, first shot misses completely.
Yeah.
You actually hit one of the animals on the top before he gets killed. You like take its head, or take it in his chest, and it's like, thank you.
It's probably better.
Second attack is a 24 total.
You totally hit.
Now, what is the damage on this gun? You did not give me a stat.
I did not. It is 1d6 times 10.
Times 10?
Yeah.
Say it again, slower and in a deeper voice.
That's a 1d6 times 10.
60 damage.
Oh, nice. Finally.
Okay. As you take aim, what's it look like?
I take my careful, close aim. My whole life has been going up to this one moment where I finally have a gun in my hands, and I say my wonderful catchphrase. I've been thinking of this my entire life. Gobble, gobble, mother. And then I hit the trigger too fast. It was just a little too soon. Didn't get the rest of the word out.
You take your sight and pull the trigger. Everything around you slows down as your eye lines up with both sights, and everything around you starts to slow down. You see everything moving at snail speed as the ball rolls out of the gun, as it spirals, and as it gets close to him, it splits into two pieces, and you see a little tiny creature, you don't know what it is exactly, with a hammer, and it's charging straight forward as it pierces through his head and goes out the front side of it. As everything blows out the front, Lee, you're covered in brain matter.
Aww.
As
That's fine.
The farmer, he stumbles around, and he, like a Terminator style, his head is split in half, and he's groaning like guttural sounds as blood shoots up. And as he falls to his knees, the force field containing Washington slowly goes down, and Washington walks over to the farmer as he falls to his knees, and Washington bows his head, and a beam of light goes over the farmer, and his soul is being lifted up to heaven. And as it reaches to the top of the barn, it immediately stops as a hole beneath the body of the farmer opens up into a hellish pit, and his soul is sucked down. And Washington giggles as he walks back to his podium.
Spite spits on the ball.
Giggles or gobbles?
Okay, so the factory immediately stops doing its thing as it raises his arms, and a flashlight envelops the room and brings everybody to an open area out in the middle of the forest. And Washington stands in front of you, and the remaining turkeys in front of him. He bows and he raises all of his feathers towards you in the direction, and he goes, "What can I do to thank you for saving my life?"
Spite goes, you can give my buddy Merle a wish.
and he looks at the group and he says, "Well, I can only do one thing for you that of that sort, my friend. What can I do for you?" And he looks at Lee's character.
I mean, Fiore removed us from the farm. That sounds great.
Okay.
He brought all other animals. She's just happy.
Take advantage of shit, do you?
Okay. He hands you a small pouch, and he tells you, any village, any town that we operate in and own and run, you will always have a seat at any table that you seem to find yourself in front of, and it's a coin. He looks at you, Austin. What would you like, good sir?
Well, I really like this gun. I think it's a real good gun. Now, you think maybe you could tell me what the hell that bullet was?
Oh,
Sonic the Hedgehog.
That was a Fast Freddy round, and that Fast Freddy.
God, that's good. All right, okay. So you want to know what you could do for me? I'd like about 100 of those bullets and a real good roost to sit at, so I can take the rest of the farmers out.
And he goes, "I will grant you a place within our realm of an establishment that you may stay and live in, and people can come and see you and meet you and grace you with their presence. And you disappear somewhere throughout this second zone.
Bye.
As I'm just being like, wait, I wanted to kill him.
So in the zone, you guys will be able to run back into this turkey, and he'll have this badass gun.
Somewhere there's a turkey with a gun.
Yeah. So
just an excellent turkey somewhere.
Seth, he walks up to you and he goes, "Now for you, my friend." And he takes his claw and he digs it deep into his chest, and he goes into his chest and he rips out this bone from his clavicle, and he hands it to you, and he goes, this is for you, my friend," as he falls to his knees. And do you take it?
No, fuck yeah, I'm neutral evil, absolutely.
Okay. As you take it, you disappear, and throughout the land, when the gang are making their way through the area, there is a turkey that is carrying a wish, and Merle will have knowledge of the whereabouts of a chicken that carries a wish stone, or I mean a wishbone.
Chicken or a turkey?
Turkey, sorry. A turkey that carries a wish bone.
All right. Understood.
Doesn't mean you get it. It just means you know there's a wishbone out there.
Okay.
What about my coin pouch? How's that? Does Laura know about that, or?
You can mail it to her. No, yeah.
Sure.
No.
Stamp on it and send it.
So somewhere out in the world, there's a turkey walking around carrying a pendant with a thing on it. In this zone, animals can talk. You can't just give it to Laura. She has to earn it. So this turkey will come up with a quest, and you will have to complete it. You will come up with the quest and tell.
The DM will inform me of this.
Yeah. So you come up with the quest, and then we'll have to send a Laura on it and see if the rest of the gang go with it. And that's the end of our Thanksgiving special. Thanks for watching.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Me too.
Well, we hope you enjoyed this episode. We're also working on a Christmas special episode that should be coming out in the next couple weeks. We'd also like to give a special thanks to the intro is from Back at the Farm from Colton Wall. We'd also like to thank Ironheed for the outro for this episode from their album Enter the Dungeon Heroes. We'd also like to give a shout out to our Storycast folk, Megan and Philip, for coming back and playing the voices of the narrator, played by Philip, and the character Grace, played by Megan. We'd also like to thank Austin Baldwin for joining us for this one-shot, and hopefully these folks will be back on several episodes down the road. While we get back to our usual, hey Lee, why don't you take us out?
Hey Crumpeters, we have a couple quick announcements at the end of the show here. We're going to have another holiday special for the winter time, and I'll be acting as guest DM, and Kelly gets to be a player. So I'll be having a lot of new NPCs, and if you want to get your name on any of those, you can tell all your friends about us on Twitter using our new handle at @DND_crumpets. Make sure to use that new one, the old one just wasn't working out for us. You can also leave us a review on iTunes, and we'll make sure to get your name on the show. We really do appreciate you telling your friends about us and leaving reviews. Words from our fans is the best way to get the word out for us. Also, if you could take a look at our new website at crumpetsandkerosene.com, we put up some player bios, and you can download episodes straight from there, and we even have some merch for you guys. Sound effects are sourced from freesound.com and Vegas Pro 17, and all of our editing is done in-house.
I have impeccable taste.
You can only use it once.
We haven't started recording yet.
We've started recording, and I'm putting that at the end, unfortunately. I'm sorry.
Oh, okay.
You guys ready? Okay.